Hello, everyone, and this is part of the NDO that we have. Probably today will be a short one, but the topic is a little bit sensitive. Why people fail in MLM? Why people fail? So sometimes we talk about why people fail so that we don't have to fail, right? And in my 26 years or so of experience in MLM, believe you me, I've seen a lot of people, they come and go, and a lot of people who made it, and there's also a lot of people who didn't make it. And so why they fail? So maybe we can learn something from it. All right. When I say all these things, I'm not hitting out on any one of you in particular. I'm just trying to rationalize and summarize in my experience what I see in the characteristics and personality, as well as the kind of attitude of the people who fail. Okay, so the first thing that I have here in my list is I put on my phone here is expect everything to be perfect before doing the business. I mean, well, I think we are back into our consumer mindset, right? When we go to a shop, we want to buy something, we expect everything to be perfect before we buy. That's not wrong. That's not wrong. So when we want to do business, maybe some of us, we are not so entrepreneurial in our brought up, and therefore we want to see everything perfect. Yes, you're not wrong as well. Of course, companies who have been established long time, more than 10 years, 20 years, 30 years in MLM, company like with a big A name, all right, I won't name the name, but they're perfect. They're perfect. But the thing is, what kind of opportunity do you have? Right? You join a company which is already perfect, means they have already been many, many years. What kind of opportunity do you have? So let's take a look at Prive International, June 1, 2021, more than a year ago, slightly more than a year ago. The people who joined last year, especially those who joined in September, October, after the company has started for just a few months, right? Do you think the company was perfect? I mean, right now it's already more than a year and it's still not perfect. Am I right? So those people who joined in September last year, if they were to complain, I'm sure the list is so long, all right? And they want to introduce to somebody in, let's say, US, UK, whatever, there's no stockist, there's no country stockist, there's nothing. And they probably have to call up HQ in, let's say, someone in Manila or Philippines, part of Philippines, wants to sponsor someone in US, and they have to call up, probably Manila office have no answer as well. They don't know. So maybe they're linked to somebody in KL, and then Kuala Lumpur will try to figure out, because they're new at that time. And they will probably try to figure out the cost of the product in US, and US will probably try to find a way to make the payment. And then they will have to work out the courier fee, and then the product will be shipped over there to whichever part of US. I'm trying to highlight this example of people who join and believe in the company, believe in the quality of the product, believe in the opportunity. They have to go through certain things, and of course, those pioneers who joined in September, October last year, some of them have already made it to 3-star, even Sapphire Director, changed their lifestyle completely, making more than 100,000 US a month. So with that kind of conviction and drive, you don't need a company to be perfect. You want to be with a company and ride together with a company to make it perfect, all right? So that you can make lots of money, right? So that you can have lots of opportunity. And even right now, we are already more than a year old, and we are already in so many countries. But yes, there is still a lot of work to be done. There's still a lot of things that, can be improved, for sure, definitely. So what I'm saying is that you have to be patient. Sometimes things are not perfect, but we just have to look at the opportunity, weigh the balance. Ask yourself, is the company genuine? And if the answer is yes, then regardless of the imperfections, go for it, because any problem can be improved. Any situation can be rectified until we get to that ultimate perfection that you and I and everyone will benefit, maybe in the years to come, maybe not even, within a short duration, but we will be substantially rewarded. I hope you guys can appreciate that little explanation of mine. Okay, another point about why people fail is complaining about everything. All right, now those of you who do not know me, I used to own a company in the Philippines called Win-Win Zone Philippines Incorporated. And in that company, I started in 2010. I was the founder, CEO, and in that company, I'm proud to say that gave away 46 cars. Can you imagine? Gave away 46 cars, right? And I remember quite vividly my number one, two, three, four, my number fifth, I think, car achiever, Johnny Sanchez. This guy, he was complaining all the time. He was complaining everything. Mr. Complainer, all right? The moment he changed his mindset and attitude and character and became from Mr. Negative to become Mr. Positive, wow, he just exploded in his network. Okay? From Mr. Negative became Mr. Positive. In less than a year, he earned himself a Ford Everest. You know Ford Everest? Yeah, it's a nice four-wheel drive, right? SUV. So you just have to sometimes tweak yourself a little bit and change a little bit to see some wonderful results. Okay. I believe in energy. I believe in frequency. And I believe in the law of attraction. So if you're negative in your thinking, that's negative energy. And you're going to attract negative things all around you. If you're positive minded, that's positive energy. And you're going to attract wonderful, positive things. All right. So change. Change and don't complain about everything and everything. All right. Another reason why people fail is, have you heard of the word called procrastination? Procrastinate, right? Yes, I want to do, but when? Tomorrow, next week, next year, I don't know, right? Procrastinate. So procrastinate or procrastination can also jeopardize your future, because you think you want to do something, but when do you start? You just procrastinate. And I've seen many people, they say, okay, I'm going to get started, but they couldn't solve their own personal life. They couldn't make themselves disciplined enough. They couldn't give themselves enough time to work on the business that they want to build. So you are a dreamer, but you don't execute. It's not going to happen. All right. You say, yeah, I want, but then you don't do it. So nothing is going to happen. You procrastinate. So guys, try not to procrastinate. Yeah. Okay. Be a doer. Okay. Like the Nike sign, just do it. Okay. Just do it. And whether you do it the right way or you do it the wrong way, you're going to know. And you know what? You're going to learn, isn't it? So don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of people rejecting you. Don't be afraid. Look, if you prepare a name list, as what I've done in the other meeting, you have a lot of name lists. So if you have 10 people who rejected you, so what? You still got another 90 or more. All right. So that's why it's very important to have a name list. Very important to get started. All right. Don't procrastinate. Right. Next is lack of discipline. Oh, yeah. Wow. This is huge. This is huge. So many people. I mean, we don't even have to look at this MLM business. You just talk about life. You just talk about, let's say, sports. All right, that's a common thing. If you want to be a star player in this or that sport, don't you think you require a lot of discipline? You train when you don't want to. You train and you just have to. You just do it, right? You just do it. You have to be so disciplined. You do it whether you like it or you don't. You just do it. All right. So that is what we mean by discipline. And a very good place for discipline, as an illustration, is the army, right? When you join the army or you know how the army runs, it's all about discipline. Because why? At that time, when they're in the battlefield, discipline is something that can save not only your life as a soldier, but other people's lives as well. Are you with me? So discipline is very, very important. And if you want to make it, you got to give yourself time, because, if you don't give yourself enough discipline time, you're not going to lift off, isn't it? Right? So if there is no full throttle, if you step on the jet plane, you're on the runway without 100% commitment, and commitment comes from discipline, you're not going to lift off, right? And you're not going to lift off. You're going to hit the trees or whatever, end of the runway. Okay? So the difficult part is the beginning. But when you lift off, you're cruising, man. You're cruising, all right? So the difficult part in building a network, starting a network, let me tell you, is the beginning. Because the beginning, you have to make your list, call up the people, get them interested, get them to buy the product, try the product, teach them how, teach them how, teach them how. They get some feedback. Whoa. And then they tell you, I want to do it. So you got to then duplicate him, everything that you have learned, and then you get a picture. All right. So it's only the difficulty in the beginning, because once the person comes into the whole system, gets duplicated, and then he learns everything, he is on his own, in a way, with your help, with my help, with everybody's help, supporting him all the way. So once your leaders gets duplicated, don't you think it's easier? Yeah, it is, isn't it? So the whole system will take care of it. With the company's travel incentive, promotion, buy this, buy that, get that, go to Pattaya, Bangkok, blah, blah, blah. Are you with me, guys? So I hope you can see that discipline is one of the primary factors for failure. Lack of discipline, rather. Lack of discipline. Because without discipline, you're not going to do it wholeheartedly, and then you're not fair to yourself, and you're just going to make excuses and say, oh, this opportunity cannot do. But you never even tried, isn't it? So it's just a waste. All right. The next reason for failure is lack of confidence. Not all of us come from sales or marketing background. Some of us, we probably have never done or sold a thing in our lives. And when we see this great opportunity, we want to do it, and we think that we have to sell. I mean, like a salesperson, sales lady, we have that mental mindset that we are a salesperson. And then some people, when they think that they are salespeople, they cannot do it. It's like a big block, like, oh, I cannot lower myself to be a salesperson. Okay, so lack of confidence. But then again, there are some people say, yeah, I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to sell. I don't care. I want to sell. But the thing is, they don't know how. And then if they don't know how, the way to go about it, then lack of confidence will let them down, right? So the first thing that you need to do is understand that whether we like it or not, we are all selling, right? Whether you're working within an organization, you're selling to your bosses, you're selling to your colleagues, you're selling to your customers, you're selling to everybody. Because without interpersonal relationship, interpersonal skill, nobody's gonna like you, nobody wants to talk to you, you get a picture? So we are selling without knowing. We are actually applying the skills of selling. So why we don't have confidence is not because we don't know how to sell, it's because we don't know enough of the product, maybe product knowledge, maybe. So go to iTerra Care channel, YouTube, iTerra Care channel. Go review all the top videos, learn. I mean, there are probably too many. You can't watch all of them. Watch all the top videos. Go watch the live stream. Get to know what are the testimonials of people, what this iTerra Care can do. Because these are all tools that you have. When you meet people, you talk to them, right? You can say, hey, watch this. Hey, watch this. Send this to your friend. Send that to your friend. Let the video speak for you. Are you with me? You're leveraging on the video. Can you imagine? Today is a world of social media. You have WhatsApp, you have Telegram, you have this, you have that. Send the link. Take a look. Watch. Let somebody explain for you. Visual. Isn't it amazing? Right? So you don't even have to present. So you don't have to be lack of confidence in yourself, because when you learn about the product by watching many, many times, you know. And when you know and you're using it, you will have the confidence ultimately. All right. So it's as easy as that. And some people are worried about the competition. They say, oh, I go to online store and I see almost the same device. Wow. And they get scared. Oh, I'm not going to do the business. There are a lot of copy. All right. Now, there's a word for copies, they will still be copies, and some call it knockoff. They sell cheaper, right? The thing is this: we have seen some videos. You blow on a radiation tester and it shows radiation. Our iTerracare, you blow on it and there's no radiation. So the thing is, are you going to be afraid of competitor, right? Because the people whom you're going to introduce to, you just have to tell them one thing: you want to blow this on your body and your loved ones as well. Are you going to compromise just because someone is selling cheaper? Why don't you go for the original? Original is, of course, iTerracare, right? Go for the original, and the original is proven to be safe. Don't experiment with your health just to save some money. All right. So I don't think we should do that. No one should do that. We should be sure that when they're using a product to blow on themselves and their family, better make sure the product works. Okay. So do not be afraid of competition, because in this business, when you have something good, definitely a lot of people want to jump into the bandwagon. So I hope you appreciate what I've shared about these people who fail in MLM, because when you avoid all these things and then you do the positive things. For example, you get in and then you want to get started, you watch all the videos on YouTube channel and Prive International channel, as well as iTerracare YouTube channel, and learn everything. And we have a Google Drive also with all the downloads. Go through everything and get the PowerPoint and go through the motion and build your confidence, blow in your friends, get that thing up on your frequency level, all right, in terms of confidence, and then start talking to people. And when you start talking and start sharing from here, okay, people can feel you. You're not selling, you're sharing. You're sharing something good. You're sharing something that can maybe save someone's health, save someone's life, sorry, and you can help a lot of people. And indirectly, yes, you're all part of my group, and I've seen now, and it's so fulfilling when I see people who have experienced some health benefits, and there are people whom I don't know down the line. Of course, eventually I get to know most of you. It is very fulfilling for me, and you guys will feel exactly the same. And these people can be from different parts of the world, doesn't matter, right? As long as you are helping humanity, doing something great, giving value to people, helping people's health and beauty, right? Beauty, you're doing something great. Okay, so try to focus your energy from, if there's ever any negative energy in you, or negative feelings or anything, try to focus it into the positive. Okay, because the law of attraction works. Positive energy will attract a lot of positive things in your life, not only health, but also beauty and wealth. All right, so thank you so much for today, and all the very best to all of you. All right.